Our bar's been up and kicking for a few months now. When did you first decide that this was something you wanted to get into?
I wanted to really get my own business since I was in management back in 99, 2000, really. But I was working at a collection agency, and I just got bored. And one night I was on the computer, and I was just seeing who had liquor licenses. And I was a member here before. Had a little history of the R Bar. Phyllis Crane owned it since 84, 83, 84. Not quite sure on the dates. But she was wanting to get out of it, and I saw her liquor license was up, and I was like, well, that'd be a perfect opportunity to jump into a bar business. I've always saw myself running a bar, and right there it was in my lap, and took the reins and went with it.
Mm-hmm. What do you think the biggest obstacle you've had to maneuver over has been so far for you with being a new bar owner?
Customer turnover. You know, the old bringing in the new. I don't see any of the smoking bans really affecting me. I've been growing since then. I do disagree with that law. I think it should be up to the bar owner to establish if they want the non-smoking or smoking. But running a business, you got to overcome any obstacles that are out there. So, regardless if it's a bar, if it's a tavern, restaurant, movie theater, bowling alley, whatever, you got to overcome any obstacles that may arise from it. So.
Now you guys are featuring live music here.
Yeah.
Was that something that was a passion of yours that you wanted to bring in when you got the bar?
One of my business plans was to bring in live music when I first got the bar. I love metal, love rock, jazz, blues. I have a very wide range. But that was one of my main goals, was to have at least one night a week in the future of owning the bar, to where I'd have a band every night. Or not every night, but every night on the weekend. And that's one of my...
Now, do you see one style of music drawing more of a crowd than another style, for this bar?
Well, my personal preference has always been heavy metal, and that was just the easiest draw. I did have a blues player in here, but it's really how you hit the streets on promoting yourself. The metal bands around here, the rock bands, they have pushed themselves to get people to come because they want to be exposed to people. And they're the easiest ones to promote around here. And they bring in a really good crowd.
And for being an upcoming bar, just starting out, basically, you've had a national act come through, like Hemlock.
Yeah.
And what plans do you have for the future, the upcoming months, for the music side of things for the R Bar?
Well, I got a band coming up from Wichita. It kind of blew me away that I'm getting a couple national acts. I wasn't planning on doing that for another year or so, but it kind of blew up in my face and ran on its own. I got, like you said, a Hemlock came through twice. I got a band out of California called Here Kitty Kitty. They're doing a date up in Salina, and Jiggy actually mentioned the R Bar to them, and they're going to try to get a date in August 5th or 6th. Nothing's really confirmed yet on that date, but then I got a phone call from a guy named Ben, who's managing this band out of Virginia called Not Reliable, and they're wanting to open for Kitty Kitty on that date too, but we're talking everything out right now, see what the best option. And for being a new bar, that kind of pushed me to try to get more business on the other ends to go to. I also do karaoke and all that too, which is fun. I'd like to get regional acts, more local scene going, and get the Wichita band scene, the Kansas City, and get them to travel Kansas, get their fan base going early. King Shifter was good up here when they played. them and Hemlock really put on a really good show that night, and the up-and-coming band Adrenochrome opened for them up with Beneath the Burning Sun, and that was just a really good turnout for a Sunday show. So it was unexpected Sunday show with Hemlock, and it turned out really well with them. So hopefully I can get King Shifter back up in here, and some more Wichita bands in Kansas City coming through.
Now, did the reaction from the local bands to, you know, coming to our bar, did that surprise you, that, you know, it kind of drew them to it, that once you opened the doors and had that first live show, all of a sudden all these bands want to start coming here now?
I knew a guy named Robert Martinez. Him and I have known each other for quite some time, and he was in a couple different other bands, and I've always talked to him prior opening my doors. You know, if I had a bar, I'd bring him in here. Well, he joined True Illusion, and last time I heard them was it was at the fair. I can't remember how far back ago it was, and I really liked him, and he joined True Illusion. And I was like, that'd be a great band to have for my opening day. You know, because I did a soft open. 3 months later, I did my opening night, and they headlined it, and it turned out really well. Every band that's played here really enjoyed playing here. It's an intimate atmosphere. I don't have a lot of stage area or dance floor area, but it's pretty intimate. The crowd gets into it, and
It gets packed up there by the stage.
Yeah.
That's the important thing, you know. So over the next few months, what can the future customers of the R Bar and current clients, you know, what can they expect from you? What do you got planned? You have maybe any charity things coming up? You doing anything charity wise, or?
For memberships, it is a private club, and I accept memberships at any time. And that's one of the things that as a business owner I'm trying to fight right now, is a stigma of member only bar. Well, how do you become a member? You got to walk in the doors and just sign up. But I do donations to the Reno County Food Bank. You bring in 10 cans good, get you a membership for that year, and
nice.
all the proceeds for the canned goods go to the Reno County Food Bank. I donate quarterly. This Monday I'm going to go down and give them all the canned goods I got right now.
Nice.
I'm doing that forever. Coming up, we got talk to the old owner. We're going to try to get another golf tournament going that she did years past, and we're going to get that established probably in the fall. But through the summer months, I'm looking at different types of parties. I got a couple of horseshoe pits outside. I want to do karaoke outside and get a live band outside. The beer garden's a very big patio, and just get the electrical setup out there and get some live music. Maybe do a battle of the bands.
That's a nice idea.
So,
what about if someone wanted to hold a private party? Or are you available to do those? Do private
yeah, I'm
parties?
available to do private parties. Yeah, they just need to come in and talk to me, and we can set up what they want to do, and I can tell, you know,
give them all the details.
Yeah, give them all the details. It's $200 to shut the doors and go from there. I am having my 15-year high school reunion here. So
nice.
That's in June.
15 years, huh?
Yeah, 15.
Nice. So for the people who might not be familiar with the R Bar, can you give us a little info on like the phone number they can reach you here if they want to call you to maybe book a private party or something like that, or try to get their band booked in here?
Yeah, they can contact me on my cell. That would be the best way to contact me to book a band at 620-708-0777. We can negotiate the dates and times and fees.
Now, what about internet-wise? Where can they find you on the internet if they want to look
I
at
have
the R
a
Bar?
Facebook page, R space bar, all caps.
Okay. Cool.
And,
All right.
And it actually posts events, and I'll put the concert dates and all that on there.
So you keep it pretty much updated.
Yeah.
You don't let it slack off. And
I don't let it slack off too much.
Nice. Nice. Cool. Well, man, that covered just about everything. Anything else you want to plug, or do you have anything coming up that we didn't mention? Or
let's see here. We got June, I'm having a June 18th. It's a birthday bash for myself. There's going to be a bunch of metal bands here. Unconfirmed, I got Space Between, this band out of Oklahoma that was up here last, and Hate Made Easy out of Parsons, and some other bands coming.
Cool.
So,
sounds like it'd be a really good lineup.
Yeah,
Definitely.
We'll tear the roof off there.
Nice.
Working on some jazz and blues.
Awesome.
So we'll see what happens there.
Mix it up a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Definitely. Cool.